Hey everyone, what's up? Today we're going to be discussing the changes for Season 24 of Apex Legends, everything you need to know right in this video. So firstly, there are damage buffs across the board for every single weapon in Season 24. This ranges from the P2020 all the way to the Kraber, so care package weapons are included. We are getting damage buffs for every single weapon in Season 24. This will overall increase the time to kill in Apex, the TTK, as some people call it, and will make you die a little bit faster. So you're going to see some quicker knocks next season, and there's going to be an interesting time where we have to figure out what the meta really is for these weapons, and I'm very excited to see how long it takes and what weapons are going to be meta, especially in ranked. These adjusted damage values do increase the time to kill in Apex, but there's another factor that will increase the time to kill as well, and that has to do with the armors and the helmets. Firstly, every helmet from purple to gray, or gray to purple, is being removed from Apex, so you will no longer be able to pick up these helmets. Now, even though these helmets are being removed, the gold helmet will be staying in the game. And instead of its current passive with the fast charge, it will actually give you double healing with mini heals. Kind of like how the support passive is currently in Season 23, but we'll get into that later. In addition to that, there will also be a red helmet, a new mythic helmet. It will only be found in care packages and in the mythic bin near the end of the game. And what this does is it will take you to red Evo Shield. Yes, it'll boost you all the way up to red Evo Shield. Even if you have gray, you will get red once you pick up the red helmet. It will give you red Evo, no matter where you're at. Now, you're probably thinking that sounds really busted. However, it's not, because red Evo is being removed. Or should I say, it's being removed from base kit. So you're no longer able to level up to red. It will cap at purple. Your shields and Evo level will cap at purple. The only way to get red will be to pick up the mythic red helmet. So decreased armor and overall time to kill will be increased. So you might die a little bit faster next season than usual. So be prepared for that. Before we move on to the next section of changes, I do want to highlight that the R99 out of the care package next season is going to be floor loot, with lots of changes being made to it to nerf it down a little bit, of course, since it is going to be in the care package. And taking the place of the R9 will be the Peacekeeper. It hasn't been in the care package in a little bit, and so if you like the Peacekeeper, unfortunately you're going to have to find it in the care package. Now let's talk about class changes, nerfs, buffs, and that includes legends that are inside of those classes. So there's a lot to unpack here. So firstly, the Assault class, the star of the show this season. In Season 23, of course, we had the support takeover where the supports got majorly buffed, and now it's time for the same thing for the Assaults. The Assault class is getting a couple new perks, and the first one is one that might pair really nicely with Fuse, and that's going to be that every Assault class legend will have an extra area, 2 extra slots in their backpack, separate from their backpack actually, to store grenades. So when you're looking at the backpack here, you see this is the maximum amount of slots that you can have, and there's no extra slots. But on the side here to the right, there will be 2 extra slots for every Assault legend to carry grenades, and grenades only. Now obviously this will pair nicely with Fuse's passive, where he can carry 2 of each grenade in 1 slot. So for Fuse, that'll be 4 grenades in total in these 2 slots just over here. I'm not too sure why they added this, but I do think it is a nice change, and especially for you Fuse players, this might make them a little bit more strong. And now you're able to play a lot more aggressive with nades and not just weapons. On top of all of that, the Assault class also has another new passive where when they get a crack on an enemy's shield, they are able to run faster towards that enemy. So think of that as a Bangalore double time passive for every legend when they get a crack on shields, as well as when you get cracks on shields, you're able to reload faster, as well as when you get a crack on enemies, you're also able to reload faster, much faster, and you're also able to get your weapons auto-reloaded when they are stowed away in your inventory. So similar to how the gold mag works currently for every weapon, you're able to do that as the Assault class, even without a gold mag, when you get a crack on an enemy, of course. Some pretty solid changes to the Assault class in general. This should make them stronger compared to the support class as well as the controller class. Hopefully we see something similar with the skirmishers next season, but for the Assault class, this is pretty good. So if you've been playing support legends all this season, you might want to pick up some Assault class legends in Apex Legends Season 24. Let's dive a little deeper into the Assault class, starting with Ballistic. Now, Ballistic has been a sleeper pick for a long time. Actually, not even a sleeper pick, he just hasn't been a good legend for a while. So he's getting a pretty good buff in Season 24 of Apex, where his base amount of Whistler charges, that's his tactical, is going to be 2. As well as, that does mean that his extra bullets upgrade for level 3, double tac charges, will give him 4 total. Yes, 4 total tacticals. You can use it to lock off a zone, to just hit enemies with it. I'm not sure how much stronger that's going to make Ballistic. I'm really hoping it brings him up because he's a fun legend, but just not anywhere near as good as any of the other legends. I'm not sure how this will benefit him in the long run. 4 seems a little unnecessary, but we'll see how this goes for him. So if you like to play Ballistic, you have some good things. You are eating good. Next, let's talk about Ashe, who has definitely been a legend that needed to change for the longest time now. And the first thing you'll notice is that she now has a new level 2 perk where she's able to get 2 ultimate charges. Yes, she can hold 2 ultimates. So being able to stack that on top of each other, go from one place to another quickly will be awesome. On top of that, her ultimate also has received a speed buff, so you travel faster through it, and some other quality of life changes, like it is more accurate now where you're going to be going with it, as well as I think it can go farther, maybe not, but I do believe it is a lot better now with these changes. And for the main thing that we've all been waiting for, Ashe did not get a full rework. However, her passive did get removed. She is still able to see death boxes on the map, but her passive where she could track death boxes is no longer around. In place of that passive, Ashe has received an all-new dash jump passive. And so this is going to be just a really cool, fun movement ability to be able to get from one place to another quicker than ever before with Ashe. That combined with her 2 ultimate charges will come in handy. There is also a new perk that she can get to buff this to 2 charges, so usually she gets only 1 charge of it, but now she can get 2 charges when she equips that perk. However, this does not stack in the air. You cannot double jump with it, or rather triple jump. You can only use it once before you touch the ground again, and then you can use it again. Either way, it looks like it goes a really long way, and I think a lot of movement players are going to enjoy playing Ashe this next season due to this change. And finally for Ashe, they have also buffed her tactical to be more consistent. It's just going to hit enemies easier and more consistently instead of, you know, randomly hitting them sometimes and randomly not hitting them sometimes. So her tactical is going to be more consistent, so keep that in mind as well. Now, staying on the topic of classes, let's move on to the support class. Now, the support class is getting a pretty big change as well. So for the support class, the Heal Expert perk that they had received in Season 23 is going to be removed. So moving at full speed while healing, as well as small meds heal double, that will be removed. And on top of that, every single legend now across all classes will be able to heal faster. So what this means is that the overall shield battery, every heal, time to use is decreased, so you will be able to heal a lot faster than usual. Actually, I'm not sure how much faster, but just keep that in mind. You're able to heal faster than usual, so the heal times you see here will be decreased. And that is for every legend across any class. So an overall nerf to the support class as a whole, but not too bad that we're getting faster heals across the board. Diving a little bit deeper into the support class, Loba will actually be receiving a nerf. I made a short on this, and I also made a full video on this, where I was just playing some Loba, and through the video I did describe the nerf. And what her nerf is going to be is, instead of her ult starting at 99% like she does have it start at currently, instead it will start at 50%. This will overall just nerf her value at the beginning of every game, because that's where she got a lot of her value from, being able to use the ult and get whatever loot you wanted straight off the rip. Not even having to land in the location, just being able to grab whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted. That will be nerfed. So, unfortunately, Loba mains, eat up while you can. Now, speaking of getting whatever loot you want, there is a new feature introduced in Season 24 of Apex. They're called Arsenals. Spread out between each POI across the map, there will be new Arsenals. They look a lot like these things here in the training range, where you're able to pick up whatever weapon you want divided by each class. Using these, you're able to pick up whatever gun you want, and you're able to pick up as many as you want. There's a short cooldown after you pick up a weapon to be able to grab it again, but you can pick up as many as you want. So if you want to use dual wield P2020s, you're able to. These will spawn at every location on the map, and the ammo type that it is will be randomized. However, you will be able to see which ammo type is spawning where at the beginning of each match. You can see it above the POI next to its name, which will also be above the POI when you're in the dropship, so we'll talk about that a little bit more later. But so that is the arsenals. You are able to grab whatever gun you want, essentially removing the randomness. So another thing to weaken Loba, I feel, but overall that's a really good change in my opinion. I'm excited to see what kind of loot people are eager to grab first things first. Maybe people will land on this, perhaps. Maybe, you know, hot drop and land straight onto the arsenals to be able to grab whatever weapon that you want. Another cool thing with these arsenals next season is that you will be able to upgrade your weapons and weapon attachments, optics, and stuff of the such on the side of these arsenals. There will be a little green pad, and you'll be able to interact with that and get a better attachment for your weapon. So it will upgrade your attachments, I think about one or maybe a few. or give you an optic. Do keep in mind that you can only upgrade your weapon at the same ammo type that your weapon consists of. So if you want to upgrade a Peacekeeper, you do have to find a shotgun arsenal. Alright, now let's talk about the last big changes, which are going to be the Rampart care packages in pubs, as well as the brand new R301 Mythic skins. So at the beginning of Season 24, there will be brand new Rampart care packages in pubs specifically. Rampart is sitting on top of them. They look really cool, and what happens is when you open them, you get 3 different R301s, and they all consist of the new R301 Mythic skin. Now each one of these has a different perk, different abilities. This will come in a reddish orange, a yellow, and a green color variants. And what the red one does is it increases critical hit damage and triggers thermites on knocked enemies. So when you get a knock, you will drop a thermite on that knocked enemy, which can be really good if their teammates are trying to get a res off around them. Then there's the yellow one, which is called Hornet, and what it does is it gives you faster movement and reload speed, and the tactical charge on shield break is increased, as well as you get ultimate charge on a knock. So pretty much a gold helmet plus some other things in the yellow one. And then finally with the green Mythic R301 from the Rampart care package, what it does is it gives you an area of effect where you can heal and replenish your squad's health and shields when damaging enemies. So pretty much a siphon for both you and your team when you do damage enemies. Now, what these R301 skins do, let's continue the topic on the Mythic R301 skin. And so basically what they are is, I'm assuming they're going to release one for most legends, and the first one is actually based off of Wraith completely, and it looks really cool. It has its own unique inspect animations, it has its own unique reload animations, some rare, some that you can only get with Wraith because it is her gun, it is her mythic weapon skin, which I like that. I like how they base it off of legends. On top of all of that, you also get a really cool looking visual effect for when you knock someone. This one doesn't actually look too much, but just a slight visual change for, you know, Wraith's weapon. Gives you a little void looking knock. Nothing too crazy, nothing that really changes the appearance of the enemy, of course, but just the way that the knock looks. It also has its own specific sounds and stuff like that when you reload, inspect, and shoot. Like I mentioned, there are some specific inspect animations for the Mythic R301 skins that only Wraith can use. Mythic Grenade skins, on the other hand, might be nothing too much. And just in case you were wondering, nothing changes with the Mythic Grenade skins. It's just the color, no special effects, which kind of sucks because I think special explosion effects, especially for the thermite, would have been super cool, especially if they were Wraith themed. I mean, imagine just a void portal appearing right there when you throw the thermite. That'd have been super cool, but unfortunately, no. Now let's quickly wrap things up and talk about some quality of life changes, as well as just some minimal changes to the overall game. Firstly, let's talk about ranked requirements. You are no longer required to be level 20 on a new account to play ranked. Instead, you have to complete specific challenges in pubs to unlock ranked. Keep in mind that these challenges are nothing crazy, nothing super specific, just really playing the game, which will help reduce the amount of bots and account farmers that are in ranked, and will require your ranked teammates to have a little bit of skill at least. If you already have ranked unlocked as of currently, you do not have to do these quests, you do not have to do these to unlock ranked. This is just for the new accounts. Now, some UI changes. The whole lobby is going to get an overhaul. Your UI is going to get changed. The way that you see your own stats are going to be changed. It will appear on the left side instead of the middle here. The challenges will also appear more clean and more compact, so it won't overtake this whole entire side of your screen if you're not interested in challenges. As well as your end of match summary at the end of each game will be changed. It's going to get a little bit of an overhaul to where you can see things like weapon mastery and other stuff like that, and challenge completion as well at the end of your matches more clearly. So if you are a weapon mastery farmer, you will be able to see weapon masteries more easily. Also, just really quickly touching on weapon mastery changes, the challenges for weapon mastery, the trials will all be unlocked as soon as you start the game, so no need to go to, you know, level 100 to unlock all of them. On top of that, all of the challenges have been changed to be easier, really just using the weapon, like getting, you know, this many knocks with this weapon, doing this much damage with this weapon, instead of these really specific challenges like down an enemy with the weapon without releasing the trigger using hip fire. Yeah, no one's 20 times? Come on. So thankfully those trials are being changed to be more broad and less specific. And if you're curious about cosmetics, the 2 legends getting legendary battle pass skins in the next season will be Conduit and Newcastle. They're very sporty themed, as well as the anniversary collection event will be sports themed as well. So if you're interested in cosmetics, there's some talk about that. Personally myself, I do always buy the battle passes, but I don't usually get the collection events or milestone events anymore. I don't think I've ever gotten a milestone event, but anyways, if you're interested in cosmetics, there's that information. So, Conduit Newcastle players, you're eating good this time around. Apex is also going to be taking more action against banning cheaters, hackers, stuff like that. So, not too much specific information on that, but they will be taking more steps to ban stuff like that. So, taking care of cheaters and hackers and stuff is always a good time for any game. Definitely something necessary for the game. For game modes, 3 strikes will be returning. There's also going to be Apex Solos 2.0, so if you're interested in solos, they're going to be some kind of altered version of altered, not alter the character, some kind of altered version of solos. And I believe we're also getting some form of revivals mode. There is no talk on arenas that we know of right now. We've been hearing a lot about arenas, which I'm kind of concerned that we haven't heard anything else about it officially from Apex, but I will be very excited if arenas does return. There will also be some kind of new legend pass thing. I'm not sure if you have to pay for it or if you get it for free, but it will be for every legend I believe every legend, maybe not every legend, but from what I know of, there will be some kind of new legend pass for specific legends that you'll be able to progress through. Again, I don't know if you have to pay for it or if you get it for free, but it does give you free stuff such as a legendary weapon pack and a legendary legend pack. So that's awesome. We've been needing a Legend Mastery for quite some time now. It's such a cool idea. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet till now, but either way, very good to see it happening. And just to finish off, of course, I did mention the POIs and the names appearing above the POIs. Yes, so at the beginning of every match when you're in the dropship, you will see the names of the POIs as well as what tier loot they have and what ammo types of arsenals are spawning at that location, so be sure to check that out. That will help you to easier communicate with your team where to land, especially with newer players, to help them to understand the map more and what kind of loot there is there. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know that there are a lot of other videos already out from other creators who had early access and everything like that, who are going to have videos that are a lot more detailed than this one, but I hope you guys, if you did watch till the end here, I hope you guys did enjoy watching the video. I just wanted to inform you guys of some of the changes that might be here, help you guys prepare with everything you need to know for the new season. So, you know, for you support mains, if you want to know just in advance these support nerfs, I really did want to make this video, and I plan to go live for the new season, so be sure to check in then. I believe it's February 11th for the new season of Apex, so be sure to check out my channel. I will be doing a live stream there. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like and or a subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. If you aren't sure if you want to stick around on my channel just yet, why not check out some of my other videos I have released. I plan to do a little bit more content this following week for the new season, and I plan to start uploading a lot more quality content on my channel, so I truly would appreciate a subscribe if you would like to stick around. I'm really looking forward to season 24 of Apex. It's looking like one of the best seasons we've had in a while, and I really hope you guys all go into there with an open mind. I know I am going to be. I have some good expectations for Apex and the future of Apex, and I think this game does have the chance, and I don't think it's been given the chance that it deserves, and so I think there's still so much more potential to do with it. I'm happy that it looks like Respawn and EA are finally making some changes, but we're not going to talk on that for too long. Yeah, I'm really excited. Let me know what you guys think of this new season. I hope you guys do enjoy it as well, and I hope that one day I'd be able to early access test these, you know, new seasons from Apex, and that'd be super cool, honestly. But I would have to have more subscribers for that. But yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Be sure to check back on my channel for some more content, if you will. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Jesus loves you all. Be sure to have a good one. Bye.